What's your purpose? What's your passion? And what is your dream? Man, how many of you have searched that topic on YouTube? How many of you bought books on that subject? And how many of you found help in that? And how many of you said this is a bunch of garbage? I would bet a lot of you have found more garbage than help, but that's just me. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my journey in that and my thoughts and opinions on books and YouTube on this subject. First, I'm going to tell you about a friend of mine. And now I have a lot of friends, a lot of good friends, and I have a variety of friends, but this friend, this one's unique, because this friend, when we get together, it's not like my other friends. This friend, when we get together, we go back. And when I say we go back, we go back. That friend is my recliner. You did not see that coming, did you? I'm telling you, when we go back, we go back, way on back. He's a special friend. Enough of that. I just had to slip a little joke in there and see how it does. Let me know if you like that, you know. My wife would roll her eyes and say, "Oh, please," if she heard me say that. She doesn't watch my YouTube anyway, so I don't have to worry about her seeing it. She rolls her eyes at almost all my YouTube videos, so she does not watch. Actually, none of my family watches my YouTube, I don't think. They just can't handle that. Back to the purpose, your passion, your dreams. How many of you have actually found these self-helps actually work? For me, not one bit. And I'm just as guilty as the next person who has watched hours of YouTube trying to find your passion. Do these 3 things, 10 steps, break the mold, you know, all this kind of garbage. I think by clicking on subscribing and watching all these videos, you are fueling their passion, which is, or their passion and their dreams, which is to not work, just to talk. And by you clicking and looking for your purpose, your passion, and your dream, you are funding their passion, their dreams, but maybe not their purpose. Anyway, I probably just ticked off a bunch of people there. So be it. I am an expert in my own opinion, and I'm going to give you my opinion most of the time. But that being said, for me, I had a lot of dreams when I was a kid. Before I had reached the age of 16, I had dreams of being a pilot. I had dreams of being an ER trauma surgeon. I had dreams of being an NHL player. And I had dreams of being an accomplished guitar player. None of those really happened. I still dream about them once in a while, but they don't hit me like dreams that the way they did when I was a teen. Hockey and probably guitar would have been the ones who most, actually I shouldn't say that, not guitar, it would have probably been hockey and my being a pilot. I had stacks and stacks of books on experimental aircraft, helicopters, and everything like that. But priorities change as you get older. Hockey, I played a lot of hockey, and I could hold my own on the ice fairly well. played in a minor, I wouldn't call it a minor league, just a men's league here. There was some players that were in the minor leagues, a couple of NHL players in that league as well. But that's as far as it went for me. But as I mentioned, dreams change as I got older. So all those things I still enjoy, and I still have this thing inside of me that's kind of like, ah man, I wish I could do those, but it doesn't hit me like it did when I was a teen. NHL pretty much consumed me when I was a kid. I just wanted to play hockey all the time. I wanted to do it. But the way I was raised, it was not going to be an option, so that obviously didn't fizzle. That fizzled out. There was nothing to that. I got married, and I've been married for 26 years now, and the flying thing went out the window, but I still fly every chance I get. And the guitar thing, I still play some guitar, although not much. I played in a band for a little bit, and played in church, and just family singing and events, all that stuff. But you know, even that anymore, I still really enjoy it, but it's still not what I one time dreamt of. Honestly, this might surprise you guys, some of you, but at one time I dreamt of, and this was probably in my 20s, I actually wanted to be a worship leader, and that never happened. I played in church, but never was a worship leader, and so that is kind of something that still would be something of interest to me, but I'm not sure if my ability is there anymore. Vocally, I'm not sure. I feel like I've lost what little bit I've had vocally. I don't think my vocals are getting better. I just tried doing some singing the other Sunday, and I don't know if it's because I'm not practicing much anymore or because of my hearing affecting it, but I can tell when I'm going off. I can tell when others are going off, but for some dumb reason my voice does not follow where I tell it to go sometimes. So I have no idea why I told you that, but I did. Enough of that. So now my dreams have changed, and I actually dream more of helping people and creating space for people to relax and for people to get away from the hubbub, the rush, and the, I don't know, whatever you call whatever today is, the chaos of life today. I would love to have a place that just people just come and reconnect and just get away from the chaos of life, whether it's by themselves, whether it's as a couple, whether it's as a family, any way like that. And I did mention this on a previous YouTube video, some of my goals for our property and what Linda, my wife, and I talk about. And so I think that is more now my passion and my dream, and I actually do feel now that that is my purpose. The thing is that I've found is you can't really follow any of those if you don't have any money. So I've got to still work to be able to afford or to be able to follow the dream and the passion and to fulfill what I feel is my purpose. That may not be the case for everybody. Now, yeah, if I had unlimited money or if I had resources, if someone came up to me and said, dude, I got $500,000 here, go follow your dreams. Oh man, you better believe I know what I'd be doing. I would be working back on my land, and I would be creating a space, exactly what I told you, a space for people to come and relax, and exactly what I told you before. And I would incorporate that with another passion of mine, which this is a passion of mine, and that is cooking smoked meats and in general cooking food. I actually really enjoy that because I think it's because I just like seeing happy people. Happy people usually have full bellies. So if we can get the bellies full, we can get them happy and get them relaxing. And actually we have a fish fry coming up. I'm going to start rambling here, so just so you know, I'm going to start rambling here. So if you don't want to watch this, click off now. Don't say you weren't warned. We're having a fish fry at our place. I'm calling it the Fish Fry Social. We're having a fish fry at our house in a week from Saturday, so August 16th. Some friends of ours and my wife and I, we've been talking about, well, let me back up. My wife and I have been talking about doing something like this for a long time, and we are finally going to do it. And some friends of ours had said they would love to help us put on a fish fry. He loves fishing, and so do I. And he has stocked up a bunch of fish and said, we need to get rid of this fish. So I said, why don't we do a fish fry? And he was all over that. So we are having a fish fry social for communities, for friends, for family, basically anyone who wants to show up. So if you're listening to this YouTube video and you are in the area of where we live, just show up and have some fun. Bring some food, bring some lawn chairs, bring some games if you got some yard games. We are going to be frying fish, making some bannock bread, having campfire. We're going to have a stage with some music. We're going to have volleyball court set up. We've got hiking trails for people. Go pick blackberries, look for mushrooms, you know, just whatever they want to do. Just come and relax, visit, have fun. And to me, I am so excited about that. I actually can't wait, because that pushes my buttons, for lack of better terms, and I have not heard that term in eons. But that gives me a sense of satisfaction, and it feels like I am serving my purpose when I am involved with something like that. Now, I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't have a job that would pay to be able to fulfill that. So maybe down the road, as I work my job, I will be able to create a space that someday will pay for itself, and I can stay there and live my dream and my passion and my purpose. But for now, I've got to work my job, and I'm going back out west, as mentioned previously, because I feel that that job, not only do I really enjoy that job, I feel that that job will allow me to pursue more of the passion, more of the dream, and fulfill my purpose in life. I hope that makes sense to you. And it also, inside with that job, I also get to fly a lot. So I am not a pilot, as I once dreamed of being, but I get to fly. And so I fly whenever I get a chance, whether it's helicopter, airplane, or commercially. I love flying, just absolutely love it. So it gives me a little bit of everything. I like to run machines, and I get to run machines out there. I like to run truck, drive log truck, drive semi. I get to do that out there. I don't like to fix machines really, but I get to fix machines. Comes with the territory. And with this job coming up, it allows me the freedom to continue pursuing the passion and the dream and what I feel is my purpose in life. So there's a little my take on passions, dreams, and purpose in life. I just don't think you're going to find it in a YouTube video. I don't think you're going to find it in a book. Not saying those won't really help, but I think it just Honestly, it takes life experiences that shape you and mold you, and eventually you find that passion, that purpose, and you fulfill your dreams. Because I honestly don't think your dreams, I shouldn't say always, I think rarely dreams that you had when you're 15, 16, 17 are dreams that you have when you're even 30, especially not when you're in your 40s. And I really think you find your purpose and your passion as you mature and as you have life just happens, and life molds you and experiences, and along with those passions changing, eventually your dreams change. And I should say the other way. Your dreams change, and then your passions follow that, and then your purpose eventually is unveiled. I hope that makes sense to you. I'd be curious to know what you think of this rambling in the comments. And I don't have a script or anything I'm going by, so it probably is pretty much rambling, but I think I pretty much explained how I feel about that. So go ahead, watch the YouTube videos, watch whatever you want to try to fulfill your purpose. But I really think in the end, it all just comes down to life experiences molding you and changing who you actually think you are into who you actually are going to become, and your passions and your dreams, and in the end, your purpose in life. So hopefully that was entertaining for you, and maybe next time I'll have another joke to open it up with. Who knows? But have a great day. Was a